Welcome back. We are back in the shop again. As you can see behind me, we've added the wall of fame or shame, whatever you want to call it. We'll just pan over a little bit. The trophies are up. We got some stuff on the wall. We switched to TV for the bigger one. That was in the other room. So now we can YouTube some stuff and figure out how things work before we fix them. Or also just watch some cool videos while we're doing some work. You can see behind me here, I've got the glass. I had tried to paint it before with some trim clad to paint the black line, because you can see on some cars you've got the black line that runs around the window. On the other side it shows a nice black surface, but this one's pretty scratched up, a couple chips here and there, so we're going to try and get rid of those flaws before we put that on this car. I'll show you what I'm using. We're using Sika Primer 207. This is the stuff that they use to prime a windshield. Prime a windshield before they put the urethane on to glue the car or the window to the car. So this, I'm hoping, will dry nicely and will take up to a little bit of rubbing from the rubber. So my buddy John hooked me up with this. Thank you very much, John. We'll give this a shot. I'm going to tape it off again. So what happened last time was I painted it, and the paint was kind of gummy and didn't really dry. It was like a trim clad with a brush. It basically looked like crap, and I had to peel it all off and do it again. Which, yeah, I won't show a clip of that, but I did have a clip of me taping it, and I will tape this again, and we'll try and put this primer on. We're going to do a little test piece. See how quickly it dries, because I don't know if I have to peel the tape right away or if I can let it dry. Anyway, we'll get started. So this stuff works really nice, really nice. The edges are a little rough. I'm going to clean them up with the knife, but it's super black, obviously. It didn't take more than one coat, and it's pretty solid, Now, to get this piece off of the window, these screws have to come off, or washers, and then this is glued onto the window. So I really don't want to take that off, to be honest with you. But the one on the car is the same color as the paint, so I'm gonna give it a shot. I think I'll try to take this one off. The issue is too that there's little studs that stick through the holes, which might be a little challenging to take off. That being said, we like challenges here, so we're gonna give it a shot. I've got a thing over there. I'll have to show you what it is. Again, a lend by John. Amazing. So we're going to try it. It's suction cups, it's wires, it's all kinds of fun stuff. So we're going to flip this window over and we'll get on that. In the meantime, I have been prepping this gas door. This gas door we didn't paint the underside, and so I, for some reason, decided to start touching other things, and now I've snowballed into a bunch of other jobs I didn't plan on doing. That's outside, ready to go. I think it's dry, and we'll put the gas door back together, stick it back on the car, That'll be nice and clean. I put it in the sandblaster to clean up some of the rust around the springs. Works good. Now, over here, this is next after the back window. We are creating some panels or plates that go over here. I was going to try and run one all the way across. I don't think I have enough material for one. And for two, the quarter-inch stuff I have that I use for the diffusers, I need for the diffusers. And I also don't have enough space, I don't think, when the hood is shut. So, because I don't want to chip any of this paint either. So, I've got some 3/16 or 5/16, whatever it is, super thin plastic. It also has the nice design on it or whatever. And we're going to cut some pieces. We'll make it nice. Put them out of cardboard. Then we'll cut them on here. And we'll fill in this area where the wipers are because we're not putting those back in right now. And we're going to clean up this engine bay because at the next show we're going to have this bay open. So we want it to look as nice as possible. We want to hide all the crap that shouldn't be there, or at least that's in progress. There's also some wires on the other side we're going to cover too. So we'll flip this window over and get started. Usually, or the last window, I used a 90-degree needle nose plier, and you kind of stick it through, and then you stick it into these little holes here. So what I have here is a Milwaukee Corvette tool, which I just made out of an old grinder tool, I guess, that takes the blades off. Put it in the vise, fought with it for 30 minutes, and now I've got one. So anytime I need to take this window out, no problem. These came out like butter. Now we'll flip the window and we'll try and get it apart. What do you know? This thing came right off the window. Okay. Now it's not supposed to. I mean, the other one didn't, but that's great. That's great news. I only have one to take off now. Wow. Okay. Let's get the other window off. Well, the glass is outside. So I took off the piece. Let me show you here. So as you saw in that last clip, when I turned the window over, this piece fell right off. So I don't know what kind of glue they used. It wasn't the same, I guess, urethane that they use on the existing glass. So otherwise it would have come off easy. So I stuck it in the sandblaster. I got some of the stuff cleaned, the hinges and stuff like that, just in case I was going to use it. Upon removal of this, unfortunately, the window is severely scratched in a couple areas, which I didn't really notice for some reason, I guess because it was dirty. So when I did give it a good wash, it was unfortunately very scratched up. Also in the black portion on the outside. So you see here on this black portion, this is what I had painted on the back side. Now, while that worked nice, on the top side where the glass is, there was probably a dozen scratches on the top, which I didn't really notice. Super deep scratches as well, and you could see them. It looked like it was white. So as soon as I had put the black on it, unfortunately, it didn't work out. So I used some of that primer. I put some tape on the back here. You'll see some of this. It looks a lot better than it did. See as I move the camera. It looks better. It doesn't look chipped as much. So we're going to rock it for now. We'll leave it as is. I will keep looking for a window. Hopefully, I don't know, maybe I can get one made. I don't know. It's a huge part of the car, and it needs to be perfect. So we'll see. The windshield I was able to get new, as you saw at the beginning of the build, so that's really, really, really cool. And now we're on to the next thing. So I can't be screwing around with this anymore. I'm just going to let that dry. I've got it propped up kind of flat-ish. So for now, we're going to grab this. I found some thin plastic, and we're going to get to cutting and making some panels and covers for some things that I've removed to hopefully clean up this engine bay. Let's go. the cover is on. We are going to make a top for it eventually. But for now, it looks great. Hiding all that stuff. We're going to put some wire loom on there, clean up a few more wires. I think the top is pretty good. I don't think we're going to do a whole lot more. I'm going to get the hood prop that's in a box somewhere. It usually bolts to the inner fender, which is down here. It's no longer there. That being said, I think I'm going to be able to drop the hood probably another maybe 4 inches or so. If I bolted to the frame and bolted to the hood, it might be tall enough to kind of match the slope of this windshield, and it'll look really nice. It shows when we do that. I dug out the other door panel. This looks just great. Just great. I am looking forward to doing that, but I also need to get the door hardware so we have windows. That is coming as well. But for now, I've removed the wing. For now, as you can see, I think it looks pretty good without. Let me know in the comments below what you think we should do. Design a new wing or maybe reconfigure this one. This one's already made. This took a lot of hours to make. And I really hate to just pitch it, but something about it. Either it's too tall or maybe it needs to come back a little bit more. Anyways, we'll maybe add some different mounts and that would be great. I did find when I took it off, obviously now there's holes in the back, which is not ideal. I could plug them, I guess, but then it just looks, you know, I don't know. We'll see. It is scuffed as well underneath there from when it was riding and kind of shaking around. So we're going to add some more hardware underneath to kind of make that more solid. And right at the moment, we are making a rear diffuser. So in this video, I'll show you how we do that, how we did the front as well. You see in other videos, and it worked out pretty well. So I use a 1/4-inch piece of ABS. We have a friend. Come on in. What do you got there?
It's coffee.
It looks like it's separated or something.
No, I just haven't started it. It's foamy on top.
You haven't stirred it. Ooh. Oh,
foam.
I see. Okay. So you made cold foam?
I make cold foam.
How the hell did you make cold foam?
Vanilla cold foam in our coffee frother.
Vanilla cold foam. That's what dreams are made of right there. Wonderful. So, how we make this splitter is with, this looks to be, I think 1/4 inch ABS plastic. I have some left. Hopefully I don't need any more. I might need a 1/2 sheet maybe. We'll see. We're going to do some cardboard aided design, and I've already mocked up some stuff from the last time. I'm going to make some revisions now that it is a new year and new ideas are flowing. So we'll put you on time lapse there. We'll cut out some cardboard, we'll do some taping, and we will then transfer it to the plastic, cut it out, L brackets, bolts. Pretty simple. If you can think it, you can make it. Let's go. It's on. It's on. I've had to switch to the GoPro. I have broken the Osmo 2. Osmo 2. It fell. It got jittered. And now it doesn't work. We're back to GoPros now. Actually, the GoPro 12 is out. It's pretty cheap. Like a quarter of the cost of your new Osmo 3.
My new Osmo.
Yes, well, anyways, it was hers. She bought it. I borrowed it. And I ruined it. Got it covered in glue. Got it covered in fiberglass. Got it covered in whatever else to bring you guys this footage. So, anyway, after many hours of fighting and cursing, she's on. We have splitterage. Yeah, I'm exhausted. I didn't even really work that hard. So let's lower the car and see what it looks like. Okay. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. I should put a no step sticker here.
No.
Huh? So nobody steps?
Anyone's foolish to step there, they get punched.
I hope they get punched.
Like, not by me, though.
No. And then we're gonna keep the wing for now. We're gonna mount it about here. What do you think of that?
Like that.
You like that? A little lower is nice. It's too, it won't go right over the body because I made it a little tight, but somewhere around there would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Should we go in? No?
Well, you gotta make sure you have clearance to put gas in.
Lots of clearance now that this is not up here. I think it was up here before.
Yeah.
So now it'll be back here. So this week I gotta pick up some aluminum and cut out a new mount. Straightish like that. Yeah. It's gonna match the angles of the old one, and it should be okay. So in theory, I made the car a little longer even. So let's hope it fits in the trailer that we borrow for Import Festival.
Oh yeah, there was lots of space.
At the back?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
There was a lot of room in there.
I don't remember.
Yeah. We have video, we can check the footage.
We got the footage.
Yeah, we always have the footage. Check the tape.
Check the tape.
Yeah.
So, yeah, looks pretty good. I'm gonna take some pictures, so post them up on Instagram. I was gonna, there's still some wiggle to it. I don't want to drill into the fender to mount it, so I'll have to find another solution unless I just put one small bolt so it stops, you know, wiggling. Made some mounts here out of plastic, or the ABS. Use the rivnet gun to put some rip nuts in there. And yeah, I think it fills up the back nice. It's not perfect,
But
of
it's
course.
one of a kind.
But it's one of a kind. I made it myself. Pretty proud of that. Even though, yeah, and I'm gonna add some more stuff to it. I think stuff like a couple of these fin things. And I'll put it under here like that. Oh, I can't even really see that.
No.
Let's see this. No, it's dumb. Yeah, usually the splitters have these like wing things. Maybe I can put them in here instead. I don't know. Or just leave it. Looks fine. Regardless, I'm tired of playing with plastic. For now. So what's next is we're going to lift the hood. We're going to get some tape on it. We got some semi-matte 2K clear. And we're going to clear the paint that Chris and Sarah did for us. Out of it. Up and down, up and down. Anyways, so we're gonna do that. And then it's time to clean. And it needs to be cleaned. We have a show next week. Ottawa Drive Shaft open house. See what they do. The car will be there. Some friends will be there. Emily won't be there. She's with her friends in a different place. So if you're in Ottawa, come on down. If you're not in Ottawa, come on down anyway. That's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate all of you liking and subscribing. Don't forget to subscribe. I know maybe you didn't forget, maybe just subscribe anyway. And if you want to join the channel, get some early access to these videos, hit the join button below. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care.
Also, give it a thumbs up.
Give it a thumbs up.